clubs will promise you the world because they want your money, and then some clubs don't deliver on that, right? The tryout process comes along, and you've got a kid who's been at the club for 10 years, and they've paid however amount of money for those 10 years, and they're doing all the right things, but a kid from another club comes along, your kid gets cut. There's no loyalty there. So there shouldn't be any loyalty on the parents' side either. So for kids and parents, be careful who you listen to. Be careful who you let into your brain. Find out the good coaches and the good teams, and not just the wins, the actual good coaches, the ones who care. And don't be crazy. Don't be crazy. Try to be stoic with the process. If coach is doing something you really don't like, ask yourself a question: is he actually doing, or he or she actually doing something I don't like, or is it just because it's happening to my kid? You know, everybody thinks they've got the cutest dog at home, right? And it's the same with kids. Everybody thinks they've got the best kid at home, and that, just be realistic and stoic with it, because it's not going to be a straight road. It is a roller coaster, no matter how good your kid is. Like, one day you're going to have something where a coach just throws up a bomb, and you're like, well, what's happening? So, you know, maximize your process with the steps that I said, and enjoy it, because your kids are going to grow up, man. Like, you're going to blink and your kid's going to be at college, right? Don't be crazy. If your kid needs a rest, listen to them. You know, like, don't automatically assume the bad things, and be their biggest cheerleader. If you don't know nothing about soccer, shut up. Right? If you never played, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. If you played ice hockey and you're trying to tell your kid what to do, shut up. Right? Educate yourself so that you understand. And remember that it's the kid's journey, not yours. You know, because some people love to live vicariously through their kids, and stop that behavior as well. But parents also do a number of amazing things, you know, like they're showing up. So keep just showing up in a positive way, and try not to fuel your kid with negativity, right? If the kid's not playing, try not to fuel, you know, it's about the coach or the other team. And it's hard because parents get into it. When I first moved to the US, you know, I lived with families, and I see how much they get into it. And it turns into a big part of their life, which is amazing. But at the same time, realize the journey is for the child, and she's not, or he's not the next Messi, and she's not the next Marta, for the most part. You know, there's a few like outliers out there, like Olivia Moultrie was an outlier. You know, there's a few, but they're not all that. Just try to get your kid to be the best kid that they can be, and then that's gonna roll off the field as well.